Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 17th of August 2021, and the time now is 6:16 a.m. Well, today our topic is how often do you clean your room, office, house, or car? Should we keep them clean all the time? Alright, so before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, so talking about the cleanliness of my room, uh, and then basically I wouldn't say my room uh is clean. My room look clean, but it is not messy at least. Yeah, and then for me I will clean. For me I clean my room every week. Yeah, for this one clean is something like I will vacuum my room and then I will mop the floor and yeah, this is basically what I mean clean here. And then this is for room. And then for office, basically I don't have office. I use my bedroom as my office. I have my working desk in my bedroom, so it consider one. And then for my house actually look quite messy and it has never looked clean. Yeah, and then I think everyone in my house knows knows this that it's kind of keeping it neat and tidy, keeping it clean is not that easy. Yeah, especially in 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 a house that uh, with so many people. And in my family, we have 7 people in one house. So the uh, the to keep it neat and tidy, it's not easy. And we always feel like we have a lot of things, and then we have no place to put all those things to the right place. For example, um, uh, we have a lot of uh, yeah, let's say in the living room. In the living room, we will have um, we have the drawer to put our personal things, but it kind of still will have a lot of things. For example, uh, the newspaper, and then maybe the charger, and then maybe um, yeah, and also I have a kids. Yeah, it's not my kids. My niece in my house, and then you will have a lot of toys. Yeah, and yeah, I think the main purpose is that uh, we don't have the habit to put back the thing that we use. Yeah, and then this make my house uh, not not neat. Yeah, look not neat, and then untidy. Yep, and then for my car, um, yeah, I wash my car previously. I wash my car uh, every 2 week, every 2 weeks, and then that is when I use my car every day. And then nowadays, uh, I don't wash it quite. I don't wash it every 2 weeks. I wash it every 1 or 2 months. Yeah, because I almost uh, don't use my car nowadays, and then maybe I just use it once or twice uh, a week. Yeah, so my car actually doesn't look uh, dirty. and it was parked in the garage, and then yeah, it's like that. And then for inside, um yeah, for inside also, I will clean it when I wash my car. So basically, normally I just use it, and then sometimes I will put things back to the drawer, and then for car I try to keep my car uh um I mean kind of I don't put things, I don't put much things on my car. Yeah, and then I keep it as simple as possible, not many things, and yeah, that won't look very messy. Yep, and then for the second question, should we keep them clean all the time? For this one, actually, I think to keep them clean and keep them neat and tidy is slightly different. And then for cleaning, I think for now, what I do, uh, the frequency I think is okay already. Yeah, I mean, 1 week for room, and then 2 weeks for car. Yeah, to do the cleaning. And then for neat and tidy, it is another case. Yeah, because if the things we use it every day, for example, the car, um, if you if you use it, if you clean it every 2 weeks, and then if it is not tidy, then I think it's kind of um, yeah, you couldn't make them tidy if you didn't uh, look after it every time you use it. So I think keeping it neat and tidy uh, is not a task every week or every 2 weeks. It is something that we should try to maintain it. Yeah. Maybe every time you use it, you try to put something back. Maybe just a little. Yeah, but it won't cost you much time. And then to make it look neat and tidy. Yeah, for my room also. Yeah, I try to put back the books that I used and put put them back to the place they supposed to be, and then um so that for example, my working desk, they won't have a lot of things on it. And yeah, I think the main benefit that we get is actually something mentally. Yeah, that is the mental benefit. Uh, when um when our desk or our working place is not neat, is not neat and it is messy, I think more or less it will affect us mentally. Maybe we feel uh, annoyed, and then maybe uh, we 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 are stressful, and maybe uh, uh, unconsciously we didn't realize it, but when we look at it, and actually it did affect us. And uh, I, I also have a feeling after I make it clean and I keep it neat and tidy, and I can feel like um a good uh I will have a good feeling when looking at something uh, neat and tidy. So I think keeping it clean, uh maybe I can do it like every weeks, every 2 weeks, but keeping it neat and tidy is another issue. And uh, for me, I will keep them. I will try my best to keep them uh, neat and tidy all the time. Yeah, and then also I think if I am not mistaken, we came across uh, something which regard to cleaning in the Atomic Habit, in the book of Atomic Habits, and the method uh, of of cleaning is to to clean it every time before we use it, and I think that's also a good way. Yeah, but for me, I only apply it on keeping it neat and tidy and not keeping it clean. Yeah, so these are my sharings today.
Okay, about the first question, how often do you clean your room, office, house, and car? Now I didn't use car, and in the past, I normally clean my car, wash my car every 2 to 3 weeks. When I first bought the car, I clean it every week. But
Mhm.
after some time, I realized, yeah, this is too, this is time wasting. And I and I and and I'm the kind of person which is lazy, so I kind of extend the time to wash my car. And
Mm.
I remember there's one time I extend to 1 month. And my car, because my car color is like gray, gray white, yeah, gray white, and a lot of dust on my car, and there's a lot of um, a lot of the, yeah, because the dust uh, the dust combined with the rain, the rainwater, and then it stick to my it stick onto my car, and this is very ugly. And why I don't why I can wait until 1 month to wash my car, because at that time, this this is this is a rainy season, and every time I wash my car, and the rain comes, so this is quite annoying. So I tend to not wash my car in the rainy season. And every time I drive my car to my office and there's a rain, and then I'll feel, oh yeah, the rain will help me wash the dust on my car. Actually not. It just make it more dirty. Mm.
Yeah.
And this is about the car. Okay, how about my office? My office, yeah, and my desk is quite large, and and but in the middle, I put my computer, I put my keyboard, and have I still have a small space for me to use to write something, to do something. Mm. And in the middle, which is the space uh uh the small space for me to use, there's there's always clean and always neat and tidy. For example, sometimes I eat some food, and I'll use
Mm.
tissue to wipe out um, all the dirt. Yeah, and I won't like put a lot of things in front of me, because I will push it to my side. Yeah, and because my desk is quite large, and my left hand side and right hand side got a lot of things. Yeah, and I I keep I clean it like for 1 month. Yeah, I think it's 1 month, one time per 1 month. So yeah, but also, but on my desk I put something I may use. Mm.
Mm.
And but there's a space that which is the the top left, the top left of my desk. I put a recycled paper. Yeah, so this is a messy. Yeah, at the at the at that area is a messy, because uh when there's a recycled paper, I put there, so it become like take more space, because if you don't make it like together, and arrange them so you like a lot of like a lot of paper on there. Mm. Yeah, and on my right hand side, I also put some letter, the blank letter that which is already open, so it's the open letter.
Mhm.
Yeah, sorry, not open letter is the open envelope. Yeah, so this is also no use one. Mm. But because one of my colleagues want to keep it, mm, she want to use this as a small rubbish bins or something like that. So I keep until a lot and I pass to her. So so at the space, it also take a space. Mm,
Mm.
yeah, and yeah, but overall, my desk. If you want to if you want to compare, my desk is uh I think it's just average. Yeah, it's just average. But if I take out the recycle the recycle paper, the leather, and also some food on my desk, and it could be it could become the cleanest table, the cleanest desk. Yeah, and this is for my office. Yeah, and okay, my office initially my office space is very small because behind my seat there's a lot of document put on the floor, and
Yeah.
this is like uh 2 years the 2 years ago document, 3 years ago document. Yeah, and one years ago I packed them together and put into the box and then move them to the storeroom. Yeah, so it become very I mean the space become very big. Mm. And after I did that, I yeah, and I found that there is two cockroach, yeah, cockroach in my
Mm.
office. And we kill them. Yeah. So and and when I packed the document, I also found there's some worm. Yeah, there's some worm on the paper. Yeah, so it is very dirty and there's a lot of dust. Mm. So this is better to 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 pack them and to box them instead of just put on the floor and it take your space, take your place, and yeah, there's no benefit. There's no benefit to keep them because you don't need to use the document anymore.
Mm.
Yeah, and this is for my office. Okay, and for my room. When I was in JB, my table is also like this. My table is always clean. So not always clean, but it's always neat and tidy. I won't put a lot of things on my table. And for example, after I finish my homework, after after I finish my readings, uh, and uh, some some paper, I will put them back to my bag. Mm. And but is my desk is my computer desk uh clean? I will say no. Yeah, I will say no. Mm. And I clean my computer. Okay, because I have a cloth I have a cloth on under my computer. We don't put the computer directly on the desk, on the wood desk. We cover clothes on there. Yeah, and the clothes is mm, okay for my area. For the area I always use there's no dust, but for the area I didn't touch or I seldom touch, there's a lot of dust. Mm.
Mm.
And for every I think it's for every 4 to 6 months. I will clean the clothes. I will wash the clothes. Mm. And for my computer, they will also have some dust on your computer, on your speaker, on your keyboard. I will clean them like I think every 3 months. Yeah. Mm. Ah. If I wash the clothes, I will also clean them together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like take the tissue and take a tissue with water and wipe out wipe all the dust. Yeah. Mm. And okay, this is about, yeah, my office, my car. Okay, the room right now I'm living. Yeah, this is not that clean. Okay, but we mop the floor uh every 3 to 4 days. Yeah, and also we sweep the floor also 3 to 4 days. Mm. If you want to say clean, it's not that clean because we didn't put effort to take care. Mm. But if you want to say, is there any dust? I would say no. Yeah, in your eyesight, which is the place you are able to see, there's no dust. Uh, okay. I cannot say there's no dust, but there's no like the dirt. There's no dirt. But but for the place we didn't use, for example, like behind, let's say behind behind the cupboard, okay,
Mm.
and behind the uh the
Little.
uh behind the drawer, yeah, and also like the uh the the, the space under the bed. Mm, yeah, and it should be dirty. Yeah, it should have a lot of dirt, a lot of dust. Mm. And we don't clean it because we don't see it. Uh, but every 2 months to 3 months, we also will clean those places. Mm. Okay, this is about my house. At this current uh at this current house, we don't need to clean the house, and the landlord will clean the house like every 1 week. Mm. And for the house in JB, which is the house I and my mother rent, and my mother will clean the house every 3 to 4 days. Mm. She will sweep the floor, mop the floor. Yeah, but just that. Mm. And we will like mm, rearrange and like throw the thing that we don't use, that we seldom use. Or and this is like every 1 year before the Chinese New Year. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, but for me, I don't I don't clean. I don't like clean the room and throw the thing I don't need to use every before Chinese New Year. It depend on my mood. Sometimes I feel that wow, this is really messy, and I will clean. Yeah, I will clean. And after I cleanse, and it will become uh neat and tidy and very clean, and no there's no something that I don't use. Mm. And it will keep that 3 months, uh 6 months, yeah, or X months, 9 months, yeah, until it becomes 30, or
Mm.
until it becomes not that neat and tidy. Mm.
Yeah.
And for me, for the second questions, should we keep them clean all the time? I would say it depends. Yeah, for me, I don't have that requirement. Mm. But if you want to say, is there any benefit to keep the to keep your room, keep your office, all that like clean all the time? Yeah, there is benefit. There definitely is some benefit, but it requires you to spend time. So this is something like the cost and benefit. And let's say if you have a cleaner, you like you have a mat in your room, and you can ask her clean the room every day,
Yeah.
or every like 2 days or 3 days. Yeah, because you already pay her the money. So you just ask her to the job. If your office has hired a cleaner, you also can ask a cleaner clean your office, clean your room.
Yeah.
But if it requires you to clean your room by your own, I don't think people will clean their room every day. Yeah, or every 2 day to 3 day, especially if it's in your office. Yeah. Because the employer hire you is not ask you to clean the room, it's ask you to work. So you just need to ensure the room and the space won't disturb you, won't destroy your attentions, and you can keep focus on your work. Then that's enough. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. And for our own room, for our own house, should we keep it clean? Yes, of course. Of course, you should keep it clean and keep it neat and tidy. Yeah, especially you are a single man and you want to invite girls comes to your house, comes to your rooms. Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, girl don't girl like clean room. Mm. Yeah, even though some of their room not clean also. Mm. Yeah, but they like but they like clean rooms. Yeah, if they want, if you invited them comes to your house, comes to your room, and it is not clean, it is not neat and tidy, and you may not get the thing you want. Mm, she also may not give the thing you want. Yeah, yeah. This is the first, and the second is about the smell. I think this one is more important. Mm. If you if you eat the food in your room, or if you cook the food, cook some food in your room, and they'll have the smell. And also, if you don't clean your room often, your room will also have a smell. Yeah, and especially when especially when your room don't have a window. Yeah, so uh yeah, because I don't like the smell. But one thing, one thing is we couldn't notice a smell if if we stay in the room. Yeah, but if you like let's say you come back from office, and when you open your door and you yeah uh and you smell something. So um, and this is not good. Yeah, to me, I don't like this kind of feeling. And when the when I first come to Singapore to work, I look at the room. Mm, and I can accept the room is small. Yeah, I can accept the room is small, but I couldn't accept the room is smelly. Yeah, so initially I plan to like rent the share rooms, which is the room like a room have stay one or two person. Yeah. Uh, but for those room with without the windows, and also like stay a lot of people, maybe one people, two people, and the room is small. Normally the room is smelly. Yeah, and I couldn't accept that. So that eventually I rent a very small room. This is like the utility rooms, but I live by myself. I stay only me stay in the room. Yeah. So yeah, even though they'll have some smell if I don't open the window when I go to work. Mm. Yeah, but the smell is not that strong, yeah, compared to other people's rooms. Mm. Yeah, because their room don't have window. Yeah. So this is the second thing. Mm. Yeah, and the third one is about the dust. Mm. Yeah. The dust is also quite annoying. Uh, for the previous room I rent in Singapore, because this is a small room and this is this is at high floor. Yeah, but even though this is at high floor, about 14th or 13th floor, but when the winds uh comes in and the wind will bring the dust, yeah, into my room. Mm. But I couldn't like close my window, because if I close my window, it will become too mm,闷. Yeah, the air cannot flow. So yeah, the air cannot flow out, and the hot air keep inside your rooms. Yeah. So I need to open the window and let the air flow. Yeah. But if I do that, and the dust will come in. So when I was uh when I when I stay in that room, I yeah I will clean my room more often, like 3 weeks, one time per 3 weeks, so one time per month. I wipe the tissue. I'll use a tissue or use the clothes to wipe the dust. Mm, yeah, and this one times when I need to when when I need to move out from the rooms, and then I clean everything, and I realized that wow, actually there's one place which is uh okay, this is I think it's the toothpaste, uh the toothpaste uh box. Okay, and it's inside the box have a small toothpaste, and I already opened, but I still haven't start to use. Mm. And yeah, inside the toothpaste box, and it become the house of the cockroach. Yeah, and yeah, it's and uh when I take out the toothpaste box, and then and then I and there's some weight, and I try to see what's inside. Oh shit! Yeah, there's a cockroach. Oh my god! And then I throw to the plastic bag, and then pack it and throw it. And there's a lot of the shit. Yeah, the cockroach shit inside. Yeah, a lot. Mm. Yeah. So yeah, you should clean your room. Otherwise, you need to stay with some uh with some inserts, with some animal that you don't want uh to stay with them. Mm. And okay, yeah. And about the neat and tidy, I think you already mentioned, which is we can form a habit to put the thing back to their original place. Mm. And this is not just for for our room, for our office. And the benefit is not just it is the place become neat and tidy. And first is this, and second, your space will become bigger. Your limited space will become bigger. And third, you can get a thing when you want to find, and you don't need to like search what thing you put on, because you forget where you put. Because and when you have formed a habit, after you use a thing, you put back to the original place, and next time you want to use, you can find the thing easier, very easy. And this is not only applied on 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 the things. Yeah, my girlfriends previously they need to find their glasses before she go to work. And and I suggest her to to put their glasses on one place. It can be any place. Yeah, but you just put on one place so that every time you unwear the glasses, you put on there. And every time you need to take up the glasses, you need to wear the glasses, you just go to the place and find. So you don't need to like search the whole rooms to find your glasses. It's annoying, especially when when you are rushing. Yeah, so she put the glass on the desk, on the desk next to our bed. Yeah, so that's the problem solved. She don't need to like find the glasses anymore. and yeah, we just need to form the habit. This is this is very easy thing. Yeah, and also another benefit is that it can, because you form the habits and you keep your room neat and tidy, and it reduce the cost for you to keep your room, to keep your house, to keep your office neat and tidy. Yeah, because you form habits to put the thing back to the original place. Yeah, so it requires you to spend uh lesser efforts to take care the place. Yeah, of course you still need to clean the room, but you don't need to put a lot of effort to keep your rooms, to keep your office neat and tidy, because you always doing the things. When you take the things and you put back. Yeah. So at the first, maybe you need to plan what's the thing you you want to place. Yeah, what's the why you want to put the thing at there, plan it well. Maybe the food, maybe in your room, maybe in your house, put all the food are together, and maybe all other grocery are on the same place, and like the kitchen pot, the cooking pot you put on one place, and some other like the salt, like sugar, or some other thing you put on another place, and some other foods you didn't put into the refrigerator, you put in another place. Yeah, so initially you plan well, and then after that you don't need to think, yeah, uh, where you should put for the new thing. For example, you bought a new food. For example, you bought a new like shampoo, spare shampoo. For that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, when just now when you talk about the smell of the room, yeah. For this one, uh I had an experience. I went to my aunt's house, and then yeah, I can feel that firstly her house is not uh it's not that neat and tidy, and also uh not look clean. And then yeah, but yeah, that the smell in her house, and uh I found that the main reason of the smell is uh because uh she her family, all of them actually keep their shoes inside the house. Yeah, they didn't put outside the house, so for me, I couldn't accept that to keep the shoes inside uh one's house. Yeah, for
Mm,
some people they also do that, but um yeah, at least you need to have something like a shelf, right? A
mm,
shoe rack, and you
mm,
with 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 the door you can close it. Yeah, but I
mm,
still don't like them in the house. Yeah, and then for window, yeah, actually this last week, yeah, I actually uh uh changed something in my room. I actually uh moved my desk from one corner to the other. Yeah, and previously I couldn't stand with the hot temperature in my room. Yeah, because I have classes in the afternoon, and it was too hot, and I don't have uh the aircon in my room. So previously, what I do is because my in my room I have two windows, yeah, two big windows, and one is in front of my desk, and I actually put the desk beside the wall and in front of the windows. Yeah, that is one, and the other one is on my left. Yeah, so you can imagine that I am at the corner. I'm at my working desk is put uh at one of the corner, and then when I sit in front of my desk, they will have one window in front of me and the other one at my left hand side. And then I keep very close to the window, and even though I have the curtain, and then in the afternoon I still can feel uh, the heat from the sun. Yeah, so it makes me very hot. And then the window in front of the computer, I always keep it closed. Yeah, because when it rains, water uh, do come in. So I couldn't open it because I afraid that I will forget one or two times to close the window when it rains, maybe uh, during midnight or when I was not at home. Yeah, I
yeah.
just afraid that the
Mm, and
water comes.
it may damage your computer, right?
Yes, yeah. So and I'm wondering to buy an aircon actually last month because I couldn't stand the hot weather anymore, and I yeah um I'm sweating every time when I was uh so it also make me feel uncomfortable, and a few times I feel like yeah, I'm going to be sick, yeah, because it's too hot. And then uh one time I found that I went to my brother room, and then I found that it is in the afternoon, and it is not so hot, and it is airy, 通风的. And uh, because I found that he opened all the windows, two of
Mm,
the windows, and then yeah, so I found that yeah, maybe I can also try to open two of the windows. And so right now I moved my desk away from the two windows. So in the afternoon, actually, right now, uh, yeah, right now I only open one of it because it is in the morning. And yeah, after this conversation, I will open all of the windows. And actually, I solved the problem. Yeah, I don't feel very hot. I didn't sit beside the windows. I opened two of the windows, so it become airy already. So
Mm.
I also give up the plan to buy the aircon, yeah, because it's expensive and for long-term cost.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, and then just now you say some room they don't have windows. Yeah, I think mainly they depends on the aircon, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, actually I don't like houses with uh no windows.
Mm.
I mean I room. Yeah, because every time if you don't switch on your turn on your aircon, and even though it is not hot, even though you turn on your fans, but I still feel like the air is not airy. The
Mm.
air is not circulating. Yeah, so yeah, it's not comfortable.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a little bit physics involved here because hot air goes to uh uh the hot air tends to like flow to the sky. I means okay, hot air will go to the up,
Yeah.
hot air up, and cold air will down. Yeah.
Mm.
So if you open your window and hot air will goes out from your window, and it will go to the sky. And then so when hot air goes out and it allow the cool air come in. Yeah, otherwise it's just mm, something like vacuum vacuums, and the air cannot go out and the air also cannot comes in. Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still having a window is different from opens uh uh keep your door open. Yeah, I think uh that there's some difference. There's some difference. And if your window is face to the outside, and it's better for you to open the window instead of just open your door. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, and also talking about this, previously I only opened one window, and when I was working, I will close the door. Yeah, because right now I work from home, they will have noises. Yeah, so yeah, actually I think this is a physics things. When I close the door, I open just one window. The air actually doesn't come in so much, right? Because of the something of the pressure.
Mm.
The
Mm.
air
Yeah.
couldn't come in. So I
Yeah.
couldn't feel it is cool. Yeah, even though the window is open. And right now I open two windows. Yeah, this window is on uh, they are not the same side. So I
Mm.
open two windows. I can feel like the air is coming in and out.
Mm.
And the hot air, even though in the afternoon some hot air come in, but I think it comes in and out. On average, it is cooler. I still feel cooler.
Mm. Yeah. And uh are you plans to open the window all the time, or are you uh like uh like like close one of the window, close both of the window when it was night?
Yeah, when it's night, I actually just open half of the one window. Yeah, because
Mm.
it was quite cold in the midnight, and also
Mm.
I also afraid of maybe heavy rain in the
Mm.
midnight.
Yeah.
Water will come.
Is there any way to deal with the water rain?
Mm. Yeah, for this
Yeah.
one actually, yeah, we I think no choice. We have to make big changes, and my father actually has the plan uh to build something like a little awning outside outside the building, and on our windows. That is not
What's
very
that?
big, but uh, something like the it's a cover and above the window.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, because for this house my father actually designed the house built by our own.
Mm.
So previously we didn't consider this. So whenever it rains, we have to close the window.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think after doing this, it will be much better.
Mm. Okay. Is there anything on to add in?
No, yeah.
Okay. Me neither. That's all for our today conversations. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversations. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistake that we made, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like, subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.